Since commencing operations in August 2009, the CARICOM Development Fund has been providing financial and technical assistance to disadvantaged communities, regions, and sectors in the Caribbean community. The mission of Guyana's RAID project is to facilitate better land access, to improve farm production activities in the communities of Buxton, Moko, and Triumph. The Rural Agricultural Infrastructure Development Project's objectives included the installation of drainage and the provision of technical support services to bolster the activities of small family-owned farms.
When sugar production reduced and those lands were basically returned to small farming, drainage and irrigation infrastructure for the small farms was not developed. So you have around the perimeter of this huge swath of land, a canal and a drainage system. But inside, where you have it broken or disaggregated into smaller farms, there was no drainage and irrigation. The CDF's project addressed that.
One component was the rehabilitation of drainage, irrigation systems, and access dams in Buxton, Moko, and Triumph in Region 4, as well as Ithaca in Region 5.
Yeah, before the irrigation, we used to go through a lot of challenges, such as flood and a lot of damage too. So, yeah, the new irrigation helped me a great lot in terms of drainage and irrigation. In every crop I plant, my yield is increased. I would like to thank the CARICOM Development Fund and the Ministry of Agriculture of Guyana for putting in such an effort into farming, especially in Ithaca. I will speak on behalf of Ithaca because we didn't have it. So I want to thank them so much.
One component was the rehabilitation of drainage, irrigation systems, and access dams in Buxton, Moko, and Triumph in Region 4, as well as Ithaca in Region 5.
Okay, the Rural Agriculture Infrastructural Development Program brought about changes to many lives, not only for Ithaca farmers, but to farmers outside of Ithaca. We distributed a lot of planting materials for startup farmers. We plowed lands. We installed drains as well as irrigation pipes as gravity feed, drainage pipes, and access dams. We constructed access dam so farmers could get in.
The RAID project is gender inclusive. Women account for 55% of the project's beneficiaries. Through the project, farmers also received livestock, plants, and timely technical assistance to expand their production.
Well, I always been into farming. After I finished university in 2015, I didn't get no job, so my mother said we're going to go into business, me and her, and we did all of this here. I received a boar and 25 ducklings. Well, with the boar it helped to expand because I had like 3 sows, and that served the sows and gave me like 30 piglets to begin with when they give birth, and then after then it jump again and give some more piglets. I get 4 dropping sow and 36 fatteners. And I had 10 before, but now I have 40 pigs. So it was an improvement. Yeah.
Farmers had experienced multiple debilitating challenges before the drainage and irrigation work financed by the project was initiated.
Before, I used to be farming in my backyard, kitchen garden, and since the project came aboard, I was encouraged because people know that I like farming, realize that I like farming, so people encouraged me to take up a piece of land, and I decided to come and expand.
Through the RAID project, there was rehabilitation of the drainage and irrigation systems and access dams. The project targeted the clearing of 800 acres of land, with 700 acres being brought into production.
I get about 10 acres, but we get all the land at one place. At this area, I get 4.5 acres. With the government project, when they come, they clear land for we, they do the drainage, dig all the canals, the sideline, put in sluice, repair coker and everything. So we had a good drainage system.
I must say thanks again. I cannot stop say that because there's no way I could have been able to do what I do here. And this is really a part-time job for me because I work here with National Drainage Irrigation. So I just basically in here Saturday and Sunday doing this here. The access road was there, the irrigation is there, but the land wasn't, if you notice, there's no way you could do anything there without a machine. So that is the start. And as I get the start, I decided to go ahead. And from then to now, you could see what happened here.
The CARICOM Development Fund is pleased to have supported Guyana's Rural Agriculture Infrastructure Development Project to rehabilitate, realign and clear 67 kilometers of drainage and irrigation systems, reconstruct 76 kilometers of embankments benefiting approximately 800 registered farmers, distribute 31,000 planting materials to almost 300 beneficiaries and 10,500 starter livestock to 150 beneficiaries, which have made positive impacts on production capacity and the quality of agriculture output of those beneficiaries. All beneficiaries obtained timely and personalized technical assistance, and 300 persons received targeted communal training.
Well, we have had a positive impact on the targeted regions in Guyana, because many of these regions have not had their own resources with which they could have at their disposal to advance their agriculture. So having ready access to capital, to that physical capital, has been a great help for these regions. In terms of the infrastructure on those regions also, you really can't productively and meaningfully pursue an agriculture enterprise if you don't have access to the farm and access to the market, and that's what the infrastructure provides. And in cases where you have flooding issues, the drainage and irrigation infrastructure is critical to ensuring that these lands that have been opened up in Guyana for agriculture are in a condition that would be suitable for farming. So the benefits are obvious and they're well celebrated.